Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how to easily change color of your background. So we'll start with changing the color of your background. And one thing you need to do is selection. You make your selection with any of these tools, either the lasso tool or the quick selection tool. And when you right click, you also get other options, which is the magic wand. And if you are using earlier versions of more latest version of Photoshop, you get to have this object selection. Let me use quick selection. With quick selection, you can easily click and drag to select um, the background you want to change. And if your selection goes into your image, you can easily click here to switch, or hold on Alt. When you hold the Alt key, you can click and drag and you make corrections. Now if you are using CC, you should have this option here, select subject. Now this is more or less an AI aspect of Photoshop, whereby when you click it, it's going to make the selection for you by itself. So I'll deselect, Control D, deselect. Once I deselect, I click on select subject, and you see that Photoshop will automatically select the subject for me. In most cases, if your background is well defined, not having too much similarity with the subject, it will be finely selected just like this. And if you have areas that are not selected, you can use the quick selection tool to select them. Now, in order not to stress yourself, this is something you can do. Hit the Q button. Once you hit the Q button, you're going to enter quick mask. When you enter quick mask, click on brush. When you click on brush, the places that were not selected by the select subjects, you can easily paint over them. I'm painting over it with a black brush. Paint over it, and you can easily reduce your brush size with the open square bracket and increase it with the close square bracket. Now just paint over it. Once you paint over it, painting over it doesn't have to be super fine, but it's nice if you are patient enough. Always nice, actually, be patient enough to make it super fine so that you have a realistic output when you are done with whatever it is that you are doing. Control Z too much. And if you're wondering what is it that I'm doing, you can look at my history dialog box on the left side of the screen, and you get an idea of what it is that I'm doing at the moment. Okay, now I can switch these colors, switch it to white to get rid of the excess. When I tap on X, I switch it back to black. I was referring to the brush color, switching it back to between black and white. Black will paint over and white will erase the painting of the quick mask. Okay, you can say that okay here. Now that's always cool to 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 zoom in on your image. That way you see the little places that you've missed out. Just like I can see this one. Control 0 bring your image to the normal size. Now let me press Q to exit the quick marks, and you can see once I exit the quick marks, places that were not selected before I went into the quick marks, let me show you through the history. You can see these places that were not selected, and after using the brush and the quick marks, you can see that they are selected. Ctrl 0 to return to them. So one thing you can also do next is to add an adjustment layer, and the adjustment layer you add is a solid color. Now this icon here is the adjustment layer. You can see me hovering my mouse over it is showing me the name, create a new fill or adjustment layer. One of the great things about this adjustment layer is the fact that it is non-destructive. So I click on it and I select a solid color. Let me select blue. Right now I can see that this is filled on the subject. What I can do is just to click on the mask, because it was a subject I selected. So what I can do is to click on the mask and invert, Ctrl I. Once I invert, you can see that voila, I've changed the color of my background. But one thing you should note is the edges of your image. As you can see, it doesn't look realistic. It looks as if it was being cut with a razor blade. Now you can check the properties of the layer, and you can feather. As you can see, feathering it's making it a bit more less jagged. Now another thing you can easily do, if you check the original image, you can see that the subject has hair. Now to be able to retain this, you change the blending mode of your solid and change it to multiply. Now as you can see, changing it to multiply has brought back the hair. So multiply will bring back to make it more realistic. And although this works better with plain backgrounds, as you can see that the gradient like look in the original background of the image still kind of exists after applying the multiply. And you can easily change the color. Just double click on your solid layer, and you pick any color you want, and that is how you can easily change the color of your background. You see, easy as ABC. As you can see, we've moved from the image on the left to the image on the right just by a few clicks. It's very easy. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there's anything you want me to talk about, any tutorial you want me to do, you can comment in the comment section, and I'll respond and make sure I do a video on it. See you next time, and thank you.